There's something about the end of summer that makes me want to reset. Today, I'm clearing out my kids' clothes, catching up on laundry, and taking down our patriotic decor so we can start with a clean slate before fall arrives. I'm not rushing into fall decor just yet, but I want our home to feel fresh, simple, and ready for the new season. So come and spend the day with me as we reset for fall, do some homemaking together, and soak up these last little bits of summer here on the farm. Good morning there, sweet friend. I am giddy over here because we're having a fake fall moment and the mornings here have been almost chilly. So as you can see, I am going to put on my sweatshirt this morning and hit the gravel road for a walk. We've hit that transitional time here in the fall where the kids are going back to school. We have a little bit more of a routine, and I am trying to get back to some of those habits that kind of fell to the wayside for the summer, which is fine. But one of those things would be getting up early, getting a workout in or a walk. And I have so been enjoying that this week with the weather being nicer. I never did take the time to fasten these flags at the bottom. So when we have windstorms, I often find myself flipping those over, but I will be taking those down here shortly too, with Labor Day right around the corner. Look there. One for me, one for you, Ruth. You get him? You just went down, don't you? Oh. Are they dancing? They're in... It's like synchronized swimming. So while we're over here gathering our breakfast, I thought we would check on this extended garden that Dan thought we needed this summer and see what surprises we can find. I'm starting to see some pumpkins popping up, and we have watermelon that probably needs to be picked in the next few days. That I'm really excited about and will be perfect for the Labor Day weekend too. This summer was less than ideal when it came to growing our food and canning like we did last summer, but we have still so enjoyed having the fresh items ready to go, like watermelon and corn on the cob, so no complaints here. And we were able to grab some eggs, one for Ruth, one for me, and I did add some liquid egg whites to mine to bulk up the protein a little bit.
The little baby toes.
We'll be getting some eggs from a friend this week too until we figure out our chicken situation. We've never had this problem with chickens, but we think they might be eating their own eggs. So is there any coming back from that? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you're a chicken expert. We've had a lot of chickens over the years, but I don't think we've ever had that issue before. We're going to do a quick speed clean this morning before nap time, and then I cannot wait to get this house refreshed a little bit more for fall today. Baby Ruth has been taking any opportunity she can get to be outside in this beautiful weather, and I can't blame her. Okay, just being honest here, I am so tired today. We're just trying to get through I didn't really drink much of my coffee, so I'm gonna reheat my coffee this morning, and the baby's now down for her nap. So I'm hoping to get like kick-started with some laundry and maybe a good podcast. And then I would like to get through the laundry today because, well, one, it had kind of piled up over the weekend. It was very busy and I didn't get to a lot of it. So I'd like to get it cleaned up. And then I want to redo like where I put their clothes away and take out things that aren't fitting or things I would not want them to wear to school because we trashed some of our clothes over the summer break. And I just want to make sure that all of it's like clean and tidy and easy for school season. Also, I would like to start taking down some of my flags since Labor Day is this weekend. I usually wait until the weekend after Labor Day, but I just for some reason am like ready to at least start putting things away so that I can just have like a clean slate and just be ready for fall. I'm just in this like refresh for fall moment and I just want everything from summer kind of tucked away and tidy and just have this little in between, not like full on fall moment, but just clean and prepped and refreshed. Okay, I am ready for lunch. Starving. In fact, I probably should have gotten started sooner, but I have an awesome lunch planned today with my Home Chef box. You guys know I'm big on meal planning. I love knowing what I'm gonna make next, and just it takes so much of the guesswork out of everything. But Home Chef is making that even easier this week because they just sent me all the ingredients and the recipe, and all I have to do is whip it out and put it together. I'm so excited. So I'm really excited to have a Home Chef sponsoring today's video, and let's make some lunch. The sweet heat glazed chicken is what I'm making today. Oh, it looks so good. And as you see, it's an express meal. So it's gonna be ready in less than 20 minutes. And I just have all of the instructions ready to go like they do on so many of their meals. All of their meals, in fact, come with really clear written instructions, and I love all the pictures. Makes it so simple and fun to put your meal together. Home Chef is a weekly subscription service delivering fresh ingredients with easy to follow recipes straight to your doorstep. I love receiving their box on those busy weeks when you just don't even want to think about meal planning. It's already done for you. You can simply choose from a wide variety of mouth-watering meals on their website and customize those recipes to fit your family's needs. If you want to swap out proteins or pick calorie conscious meals, there's just something for everyone. You can also have fun in the kitchen with their meal kits and stretch your culinary skills. Or if you just need something quick to get dinner on the table, you can choose an express meal like I did here today for lunch. Personally, I love choosing meals that I wouldn't normally make myself here at home. I feel like it's really inspiring to try different flavors and techniques. This week, we also tried the Fiesta chicken nuggets and fries, and my kids were crazy about it. They said, "Mom, this is so much better than a restaurant." And they were absolutely right. It was better than a restaurant, and honestly, a better value too. Regardless of the menu you decide on this week, you are definitely saving time and energy on your weekly meal plan by choosing Home Chef. This lunch is definitely hitting the spot. It's delicious, don't you think? Oh, Ruth, you need more? Say more. If you want to try out your own Home Chef box for yourself, I have a code for you to save you 50% off of your box, plus get free shipping. The code's going to be Honey50, and of course, I'll link everything in the description box below for you. And thank you again to Home Chef for the awesome lunch and for sponsoring today's video. Now, as I'm going through several loads of laundry today, I wanted to make another stain remover batch and put it in my spray bottle here. I started making my own stain remover maybe a couple months back, and I'm kind of mad at myself because I didn't write down the exact recipe that I came up with. But funny story is I actually have already filmed this for you once, and the footage was accidentally deleted from my computer. I said that like someone else did it, but it was all me. I don't know what I was thinking, but I accidentally permanently deleted a bunch of footage that you'll now never see, and it also went to die with my stain remover recipe. So we'll just keep working on it because I've got lots of stains around here, so stick with me. But for today, I will put it in the description box below. I also, with that, erased footage, didn't get a chance to share with you the garage progress that we've made post storms, back when we had some roof damage from a tornado earlier this spring. So just recently we're able to get our roof replaced on the garage, and I thought while I'm at it, I'm gonna have this whole thing painted. So we had a crew out and they actually just got it done for me, which felt so good to get it painted and done. And I debated on this color forever and ever, but I think it's turned out really nice. Sometimes it's kind of a gray green. Sometimes it looks a little more green than I want it to, but I think it's kind of nice. And I got those magnetic pieces to go on the garage doors. It really amazed me how nice that looked. And I'm still playing around with my door. I think I'm going to end up painting it white because I feel like it'll match the house the best. And but here's a quick before and after on what it looked like and how it's coming along. So the garage doors are definitely getting a facelift with all those magnets, and I'll be sure to link those below. I don't know if you've ever seen the window magnets like that before, but those were a really nice addition. All right, now that I at least have you a little bit up to speed on other things that are happening around here, we should get to this back porch decor. Now you can see here how, I don't know how my candle holder became the bobber holder, but here we are with our country boys. And then the dog laid all over my table. So now my tic-tac-toe game is dirty. This is just country life around here, I tell you. So we're going to clean that stuff up today, and I'm going to go around and just go ahead and take all of my flags down and get everything stored away. I have been excited for, but also kind of dreading, redoing my storage room downstairs because it's such a cramped space. We just have a little storage room underneath the stairs, and I'm not complaining at all. I know that there's some of you watching this that don't have any storage space at all, so I'm not complaining, but I am going to move that space around. I think I had mentioned this in another video, but I'm going to put all of my decor out in my garage, I think, and then transition to where I have like food storage in our basement instead. So I'm really excited about that and hoping to get to that as a winter fall project. Just trying to be realistic on timeline, but I will be sure to share it, of course, when I do. I'm excited about it. I love the emptiness of the shelves. That's just such an in-between season thing for me that I feel like I need everything to just be a fresh slate, clean slate, and I can then get inspired for the fall season before I start decorating. Not only is it a lot of work to take down decor, clean, and then redecorate all in 1 or 2 days, but I just find it nice to have that blank space to think creatively. I love decorating for the upcoming season, but as I'm taking things down, I'm just starting to get inspired a little bit just with having that blank space. I don't know if you're the same way, but I'm excited to take everything down and freshen it all up here. As I'm putting things away for the season, I try to be really mindful of how I want to pull it back out in the next season. So all of my patriotic decor, of course, I want it cleaned up here today, but I'm going to store it together so that if I were looking for anything patriotic from May through September, it'll all be together. But the items that are just red and white, I keep separately, or things I could use for different seasons. So I might pull out the red and the white. I noticed if you flip over the X's, They're white, and I thought, well, that might look kind of cute around Christmas time if I wanted to get this back out. So all of my red and white linens too, I will keep those separate so that I can pull them out during Christmas. That is one of the ways I can maximize my decor, but still be somewhat of a minimal person when it comes to how much decor I actually have to store away. And speaking of trying to keep it as minimal as possible, let's talk about the clothing system I have going right now for my kids. And also the fact that I have a toddler who throws the most random things into every drawer now, who doesn't need a glue stick and pickles in the pants drawer. It makes sense, doesn't it? I'm going to be making a list today as we go on what the fall needs might be for my kids too. There's a few of them that need new pants and someone that needs new long sleeve shirts. And apparently, oh dear, I need to put that back with the Christmas stuff. Why is it even in here? So today is all about just clearing away those things I don't really want them wearing to school right now so that we don't have to have those battles in the morning or have extra clothes around the house because it's always a mess. We just keep it simplified down to what they can wear to school. So the top drawer is for their tops. Pretty self-explanatory. The bottom drawer is for their bottoms. Again, pretty easy for the kids to put away their clothes when they know that. And then the middle drawer is just for their socks, underwear, pajamas, swim trunks, things like that, the little extra things, a belt. So I try to keep it really simple like that. It makes it really easy to just fold the laundry and put it away in here. And they're nicer clothes that I don't want to get wrinkled and shuffled around, church clothes or wedding things I put in a closet. I hang it up and put it kind of out of sight, out of mind, so that they can't really reach those things for everyday clothing anyway. That works pretty well for us. I will say it's a little easier for the boys than the girls. My oldest is 10, but he's a boy, so his wardrobe's pretty simple compared to already to Reese and how many different fun things she gets to wear. So, just like any system, it might work for you, might not, but I just thought I would share that because having a drawer for everything like that and just keeping it to that has helped us a lot. Now, it feels good to freshen up kids' clothes and always get that done, but there's always the daily chores here that we need to take care of as well. So I thought I'd bring you along as we begin to prep some dinner. Tonight, I'm going to make a little bit of a spin on meatloaf. We are cattle farmers here, so we always have a lot of ground beef, and I don't make meatloaf as often as I probably should. I feel like my kids are really getting to where they like this, and it's such an easy meal. So tonight I was inspired to do a little bit of a French onion twist to our meatloaf. So I'm going to use the French onion soup mix. I'm adding a little bit of garlic powder, onion powder, salt and pepper, liquid smoke, and Worcestershire sauce, or Worcestershire sauce, depending on who you ask in the comment section of this video. I always love that debate. And then some panko breadcrumbs, eggs, and milk. I'll be sure to put all of this in the description box for you below, but I'm just going to mix all of this together, and then we're going to caramelize some onions or saute some onions until I get impatient and decide to throw it in the oven. But it would be best if you fully caramelized the onions on top. And I also think the topping would be best if you made a roux and almost like a gravy. You'd almost have yourself like a Salisbury steak type meatloaf. I think that would be good. But tonight I am doing a little bit of a ketchup and barbecue sauce, a pretty traditional topping with a little brown sugar and those other seasonings we mentioned earlier. I'm also going to roast some potatoes in the oven at the same time. A little bit of prep work here ahead of time, but most of the magic is going to happen in the oven while we go and tend to homework and clean up and all the other things that have to happen here in our farmhouse. I'm loving the changing of the seasons right now. The shorts and the sweatshirt weather is my favorite. The kids are still playing in the mud, and I don't really have to worry about all the jackets and things yet. We're just living our best lives out here. And like I had mentioned, even the baby is wanting to come outside more and more and spend her time in the grass and the dirt. So while they are busy playing, I have found myself this new little project of fixing up the baby high chair. I had gotten to a point where I wasn't sure if I wanted to save this thing or not. Part of me just wants to slap some chalk paint on it so that we can start using it. And the other part of me just wants to donate it and get by. But then there's this little part of me that says I should sand the entire thing down. I'm laughing as I record because I really don't have time for stuff like this, but part of me wants to do it right. And so I'm just little by little sanding away every night while we're playing outside. And in about 20 years, I should have it done. So stick with me. Be sure to subscribe. I'm kidding. This is me publicly committing to sanding it down. If you have any tips for me on refinishing old furniture, let me know in the comments below. I love to hear from you guys. What a sweet summer it has been. It's been very far from perfect in many ways, but I often tend to romanticize what summer should be like every year. As we enter into a transition of seasons, it's nice to put things away and refresh, but also to reflect on all of the blessings that we have encountered in this past season. I hope today has encouraged you to refresh your home and reset for the next season as well. And of course, be sure to subscribe, and I hope to see you back here again very soon.